touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the middle. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. They get to him as he throws.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Bringing the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass. the grab. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Fires it incomplete. Of ground to cover on third down. Dropping back, it's Baylor. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Back line up, facing third and approximately half a mile. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Pressure coming. the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Bears will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Toss to the outside. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 6 over Appalachian State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Back to throw, it's Reed. On target. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bears in the hurry-up. Hand off from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Bears, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll move the tight end. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Bears will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Reed. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Sends it downfield. Makes a grab deep. Off to the races. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
NC State 17, Baylor 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Reed. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Baylor! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the Bears moving quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Dropping back, it's Reed. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Bears! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it down the right side. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking left. Got his man downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, NC State.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Baylor.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, NC State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick 6. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
That makes the score NC State 31, Baylor 28.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Reed. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to run it. Quarterback's got the first. Ball is loose. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man on the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. They want to run this quarterback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Bears will go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Offense, quick tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! They take the lead with the 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also in the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. To the ground with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Back to pass, it's Bailey. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. He slides that just inside the right upright. That brings him to within 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Appalachian State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hale. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Using his feet to buy time. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
The Bears want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
The toss to the outside. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Reed. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Power ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. They push the lead to 4 here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Welch. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Looking for a huge play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Welch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air, it's Bailey. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. On the option. He'll toss it.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. To the air, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bears line up to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Makes the pass. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Last chance coming up. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception